There exists within the human spirit an innate and persistent curiosity. It is a quiet but powerful force, a magnetic pull toward the unknown corners of our world. Throughout history, this impulse has driven us to cross vast oceans, to summit the highest peaks, and to chart the stars above our heads. We have filled in the blank spaces on our maps with rivers, mountains, cities. Yet even in our hyper-connected modern age, there remain places that lie beyond the reach of ordinary travel. These are the forbidden frontiers, regions cordoned off not by distance alone, but by extreme climates, political turmoil, the simple, unyielding hostility of nature itself. They are the final whispers of the truly wild and the profoundly isolated, holding secrets that resist our easy understanding. Why are we so drawn to these desolate, dangerous, and often unwelcoming landscapes? What is it about a place where survival is a daily struggle that captures our imagination? Perhaps it is a search for a deeper understanding of our own resilience, a desire to witness the raw, untamed power of the planet we call home. The allure lies in their forbidding nature. They challenge our perception of what is possible and force us to confront the limits of our own endurance. To stand where we are not invited is not an act of conquest, but an act of profound humility. It is an acknowledgement that we are but small participants in a world far older and more powerful than ourselves. The journey into these frontiers begins not with a physical step, but with a question. As we peel back the layers of satellite data and digital maps, we are confronted with the stark reality of these locations. They are places that exist as much in our minds as they do in physical space, enigmatic dots on a global map, each with a story of extreme survival or sudden abandonment. These are not tourist destinations, they are living laboratories of geology, biology, human sociology. They are the silent witnesses to Earth's most dramatic forces and humanity's most complex histories, challenging us to look beyond the familiar and comfortable, to glimpse a truth that is both unsettling and awe-inspiring. Our exploration will take us to the very edges of the known world, to landscapes that defy easy description and test the very definition of life. We will venture into realms of crushing cold, searing heat, profound silence, and unique isolation. Each location presents a different facet of our planet's character, a different chapter in the epic story of existence. This is not merely a journey across geography, but a journey into the heart of what it means to be human in a world that remains in so many ways a profound and beautiful mystery. The question we carry with us is simple, yet its answer is endlessly complex. Why do we feel the need to stand where we are not invited? Our journey into the forbidden frontiers begins here, in the heart of Siberia, at a place known as the Pole of Cold. This is Oymyakon, a remote village in the Sakha Republic of Russia, widely regarded as the coldest permanently inhabited place on Earth. To arrive here is to feel as though you have stepped onto a different planet, one where the fundamental rules of existence have been rewritten by ice. The landscape is a stark monochrome of white, deep blue, sculpted by a cold that feels physical. Trees are brittle, crystalline in appearance, their branches heavy with hoar frost. The very ground frozen into a permanent, unyielding state known as permafrost. This is not just winter, it is an elemental force. The air itself behaves differently in Oymyakon. It is sharp, thin, and carries a palpable weight. A simple act like breathing becomes a conscious effort, a stark reminder of the body's fragility. When you exhale, your breath does not simply mist and dissipate. It audibly crackles, transforming instantly into a cloud of tiny ice crystals that locals call the whisper of the stars. This phenomenon serves as a constant, poetic reminder of the extreme environment. The sun, when it appears, hangs low and pale on the horizon, casting long, ethereal shadows across the snow-covered valley. The record low temperature here plunged to a staggering minus 71.2 degrees Celsius, minus 96.2 degrees Fahrenheit, a figure that is difficult for the human mind to truly comprehend. At such temperatures, the world behaves in unfamiliar ways. Metal becomes brittle and can snap like glass. A simple pair of eyeglasses can freeze to your face, and exposed skin can suffer from severe frostbite in a matter of seconds. The daily routines that people in warmer climates take for granted become complex, calculated procedures. The village itself is nestled in a valley between two mountain ranges, a geographical feature that traps cold air and contributes to its extreme temperatures. It is a small collection of sturdy homes, wooden houses with glowing windows, warm light spilling into the dark. Plumes of thick smoke rise vertically from chimneys, the only sign of movement in the still, frozen air. This is a community built on resilience and interdependence, where survival is not an individual pursuit, but a collective effort. Welcome to Oymyakon, a frontier where humanity has not conquered nature, but has instead learned to live in a delicate, respectful, and enduring truce with its most extreme expression. Our journey now pivots from one extreme to its diametrical opposite, a transition so abrupt it feels like a violation of natural law. We leave behind the deep monochromatic blues and pristine whites of Siberia's frost frontier and plunge into a world saturated with violent, impossible color. We are trading the crushing cold for an oppressive, suffocating heat. This is the Danakil Depression in Ethiopia, a place often cited as the cruelest and most geologically active on Earth. To arrive here is to feel as though you have been transported across galaxies, landing on a young, primordial planet still in the throes of its violent formation. The Danakil Depression is, above all, a visual spectacle, a painter's palette of colors so vivid they seem artificial. This is nature at its most surreal, creating a landscape that defies belief. The heart of this alien world is places like Dalol, a volcanic crater with intense hydrothermal activity. Pools of bubbling, viscous liquid shimmer electric green. Volcanic gases pulse beneath their surfaces. These pools are cauldrons of acid, hot and corrosive. The area is a planetary-scale chemistry experiment. Colors constantly flux with temperature, flow, and chemistry. This is a tectonic triple junction, a point where three tectonic plates meet: the African, the Arabian, the Somalian. They are actively tearing themselves apart. Home to Ertaal, one of the world's few continuously active shield volcanoes. At the summit, a persistent lava lake, primordial terror and beauty. The lava surface cools to form a dark crust. Convective currents tear it apart, revealing incandescent magma beneath. Vast salt flats stretch for miles, evidence of a time when the Red Sea covered this area, then evaporated, leaving massive salt deposits. Amidst this hostile alien landscape, a human story of incredible endurance has been unfolding for centuries. This is the story of the Afar people and their legendary salt caravans. With rhythmic, coordinated blows, they carve deep grooves, outlining rectangular blocks. This is the Lalibela caravan, a slow-moving river of life snaking across the desolate landscape. However, this way of life is under threat. New paved roads let trucks transport salt far more quickly and efficiently. The great salt caravans, which have marched for centuries, are slowly fading into history. From the raw, elemental frontiers of ice and fire, our journey now turns inward, toward a different kind of extreme, one created not by nature but by humanity itself. Our new frontier is the Silent City, a place defined not by what is there, but by what is missing. Here we explore the concept of an architecture of absence. A school is no longer a place of learning, but a gallery of decay, with textbooks swelling with damp and trees growing through classroom floors. A luxury hotel is no longer a symbol of leisure and aspiration, but a hollowed-out skeleton, its faded curtains flapping like prayer flags in the wind. Before 1974, this was one of the Mediterranean's most glamorous destinations, a playground for the rich and famous. this paradise was lost in a matter of hours. In the summer of 1974, the Turkish invasion of Cyprus reached Famagusta. In a car dealership, brand new 1974 models sit covered in a thick layer of dust, their tires long since disintegrated. The city is held in suspended animation not by a natural disaster, but by human intransigence. For former residents, many still living within sight of their old homes, it is continuous, profound pain. We travel north to a different kind of silent city, one whose name has become synonymous with nuclear catastrophe, Pripyat. This utopian vision was annihilated on April 26, 1986. The catastrophic explosion of Reactor 4 at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant released a plume of highly radioactive fallout. In the city's amusement park, which was due to open for its first time on May 1, 1986, the iconic Ferris wheel stands as a skeletal, rusting symbol of a future that never arrived. In a school classroom, children's gas masks litter the floor. Open textbooks lie on desks, displaying lessons that were never finished. In the profound silence left by human departure, a new sound begins to emerge, the quiet, persistent rustle of nature's reclamation. The famous golden beaches, once crowded with tourists, are now deserted, becoming nesting grounds for endangered sea turtles. With the complete absence of humans, the Chernobyl exclusion zone has become a de facto nature reserve. Herds of wild Przewalski's horses, a rare and endangered species, now roam the empty streets. It suggests that the direct pressure of human habitation, our cities, our farms, our noise, may be a greater immediate threat to wildlife than even the lingering fallout of a nuclear disaster. Our final journey takes us away from the extremes of climate and the ghosts of human history to a frontier of profound biological isolation. This is Socotra, a small cluster of 4 islands belonging to Yemen, floating in a world of its own. It is a frontier defined not by hostility but by sheer, unadulterated strangeness. Reaching this isolated jewel is immensely difficult. The ongoing conflict and humanitarian crisis in mainland Yemen have made regular travel connections sporadic and unreliable. This long period of geological solitude has allowed life here to follow its own peculiar evolutionary path. The result is a showcase of endemic life on an astonishing scale. The landscape of Socotra is a surreal and breathtaking mosaic. The journey begins with vast rolling dunes of pristine white sand. The undisputed icon is the dragon's blood tree, Dracaena Kinabari. A forest of these mushroom-shaped trees is utterly unforgettable. The tree's name comes from the dark red, blood-like resin that seeps from its bark when cut. For centuries, this dragon's blood was highly prized by ancient civilizations. Equally strange is the Socotran desert rose, the bottle tree. Their form is a comical and beautiful testament to water storage in a dry land. The extraordinary biological heritage of Socotra is both a treasure and a profound responsibility, and its future is alarmingly fragile. Climate change poses another grave threat. The endemic species of the island have evolved in the absence of many of the competitive pressures and diseases found on the mainland. A single foreign insect or a plant disease could potentially devastate native populations. The people of Socotra have lived in harmony with their environment for centuries, developing a deep traditional ecological knowledge. Socotra stands as a final poignant frontier in our journey. Its fragile beauty is a call to action, a plea to protect the last truly magical and untouched corners of our planet before they are lost forever. Our journey through the world's forbidden frontiers has been a whirlwind of sensory and philosophical immersion. A rapid-fire montage that has carried us across the planet's most challenging and enigmatic landscapes. We began in the profound, crystalline cold of Oymyakon. From there we plunged into the polar opposite, the searing, sulphurous Danakil Depression. Our odyssey turned to man-made voids, the haunting silence of Pripyat and Varosha. Finally, our expedition concluded on the edge of isolation, Socotra. We proposed that the risk inherent in traveling to these frontiers is the price we pay for true perspective. This journey has confirmed that the prize is well worth the cost. The prize is a profound recalibration of our own sense of scale. This experience fosters a deep and abiding humility. This journey also grants the prize of renewed appreciation. The Forbidden Frontiers act as a control group for the human experience, highlighting the incredible fortune of a life lived away from the edge. Ultimately, the greatest prize is a more complex and compassionate worldview. The risk of travel, therefore, is an investment in our own humanity. As our exploration concludes, we are left with one final, sweeping image. The camera slowly begins to zoom out from our last vantage point, a lone figure on a remote mountain peak. From this vantage, Forbidden Frontiers lose their borders. They merge into the tapestry of a single, living planet, not anomalies, essential parts of the whole. The journey to the edges is a journey back to the center, a rediscovery of our shared home. For all its extremes and divisions, one planet, one system, one fragile miracle. The need to stand where we are not invited is, ultimately, the universal need to feel awe, to be humbled, to find our place in the grand story of existence. The map is not a limit, but an invitation. Look closer, understand deeper. Never, ever stop exploring the magnificent, forbidden, and beautiful world we share.